from police on camera for the first time since Tony Kronos went missing. Details on the investigation.
Tension in Fairbanks over a social media comment the mayor made. Tonight, hear why the city's mayor is apologizing.
And as one storm wraps up, another is on the way. I'll let you know what to prepare for with rain coming in this week.
Anna Palmertine wins a big competition. We hear from her live to talk about competing in the basketball competition.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
And developing news tonight, a Cessna 207 crashed out of Nanwalek.
Alaska State Troopers are at the crash site as of less than an hour ago. The situation is being described as an active rescue. Officials say the plane went down in the 2 o'clock hour after taking off from Homer. We are waiting for officials to say if there are any injuries. We will keep you updated on our newscast and online as new information comes in. We also have a reporter working on updates for the late edition.
Well, the family of a missing Fairbanks man, Devin Standifer, says that he was found dead this weekend.
It was announced in a Sunday morning Facebook post, which was confirmed to Alaska's news source by his grandmother, Sandy. She said the family received that information from Fairbanks police.
But while the Fairbanks Police Department confirmed that a body was found near Egan Avenue on Saturday evening, it declined to publicly elaborate on the identity of the body that was found until official identification comes from the Anchorage Medical Examiner. Now, flowers and ribbons have been placed near where the body was found. Standifer, last seen on December 7th, leaving the residence of a family member on 21st Avenue. That's after police began a sexual assault investigation with Standifer named as a person of interest. At the time, his grandmother said the main focus was finding her regardless.
In Anchorage, a young man was found dead in an Anchorage neighborhood of Fairview yesterday morning. EPD says it is investigating what happened. Officers went to the area near East 13th and Carlick around 5:30 Sunday morning after a call for a welfare check from someone inside a parked car. Juvenile's body was found in that vehicle. APD says this is an active investigation.
Well, for the first time, Anchorage police sat down with Alaska's news source today to talk about the Eagle River man who has been missing for more than 7 weeks. The department says that 40-year-old Tony Kronos was last seen March 6th near his Eagle River home. Police say they cannot discuss leads in the case or why the Federal Bureau of Investigation joined them in searching the home of an APD officer who lives in a duplex directly behind Kronos. What they did say is that detectives are working hard behind the scenes to solve the case and that the public can help.
I can encourage anybody that has information to please reach out to you can reach out to APD, you can reach out to FBI, you can do Crime Stoppers, you can use the tip lines. Any information will help.
APD says that it is aware that Kronos' friends are frustrated at what they see as a lack of information, but the department maintains that officers are communicating with Kronos' family and that releasing more information right now could jeopardize the case.
Covering the interior after public outcry over the Fairbanks City Mayor's social media comment, which the mayor says some have viewed as racist. Tonight he says he, quote, is owning it, as he's expected to be at the Fairbanks City Council meeting. Mayor David Pruz tells Alaska's news source he was commenting on a post he saw comparing the Golden Hearts Plaza conditions and visitors to, quote, a very ugly toilet. That's when he posted a comment that, in part, included references to people from villages and shelters he said were descending upon the city and, quote, living their lifestyle. Fairbanks Native Association and the Tanana Chiefs Conference have blasted the mayor's comments. Now, before tonight's city council meeting, Bruce talked about this on the radio show that he hosts and to Alaska's news source.
I wish they would have called me first, listened to the background on it. So I started addressing it today, addressing it on the radio. I'll address it tonight at the City Hall. I'll be writing a community perspective to the paper. And if you deem that as racist, I do apologize. It was no way, shape, or form meant that way.
In an email to Alaska's news source at the Tanana Chiefs Conference said hundreds of tribal members have expressed anger of the mayor's post, going on to say that the mayor should not just be talking about intent, but also impact. Fairbanks Native Association has not responded to requests for comment. We are watching to see if Pruz addresses city council members and the public. We will keep you updated. And the views of Mount Spur have been under clouds for the past couple of days, but it is still active.
And Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry joins us now. Melissa, you have some new video of the mountain and an update.
Yeah, we do. Mount Spur, again, continues to be active. The Alaska Volcano Observatory was able to fly over the mountain late last week and get some new data and some new views of the mountain, bringing you those now. It had been several weeks since they had been able to fly over the mountain, and you can see in this video that it is still putting up steam. It is still active. They were able to measure the gas emissions from the volcano while they were up there, and that showed them that the gas emissions haven't really changed since what they've been seeing back in March. So those are still elevated, even though they have seen some of the other signs of activity begin to weaken as we've moved here through the month of April. So an advisory does still continue. An eruption is still possible. Those gas levels remain steady, is what we've seen here for the past couple of months. But the shallow earthquakes and the deformation are slowing, but they do continue. So they tell us the chances of an eruption still possible, but a little bit lower than what they were expecting back in March. Again, still watching it every day to see how that changes. Here's a live view right now from Glen Alps. Normally you could see Mount Spur from this view. Not tonight. Clouds are low and we have showers in the area, even a little snow mixing in for elevations above 1,500 feet. These showers are going to be active tonight. Temperatures hold in the mid-40s in town. Showers up into Palmer and in Wasilla. But again, much drier conditions to the south. Look at that sunshine on the Kenai Peninsula, nearly 50 degrees tonight in Seward. Now, the storm system is on the way. That means the rain is going to pick up across the southern portions of the state tomorrow. Even chances for a little light rain extending into Fairbanks. And I'll have a look at that full extended forecast here in a few minutes.
All right, Melissa, thank you. Well, emergency radio warning system funding moves forward. 9 rural Alaska public radio stations are now on track to receive more than $1 million federal grant dollars for upgrades after the reimbursement hold on the Corporation for Public Broadcasting was lifted last week.
Well, it's exciting news for us.
We first told you about this in February. For example, Uktiavik's KBRW radio general manager said their $100,000 in expected reimbursements was badly needed because the small station that he says provides life-saving information had already spent $65,000 out of pocket. Also, Sitka's KCAW has been waiting to make $300,000 in what their general manager is calling badly needed emergency radio updates that she says could not be made without the funding.
Still ahead, complaints from visitors in Juneau. The Mendenhall Glacier Visitor Center staff are operating on a skeleton crew.
Plus, a Palmer teen showing off her big victory. She brought the hardware in the National Elks Hoop Shoot competition.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
A Palmer teen athlete won big.
All right, Grace Wilhelm won the National Elks Hoop Shoot competition in Chicago last weekend. Now, the last time an Alaskan teen won this competition, 1990. It was East High's Trajan Langdon, went on to play at Duke in the NBA, now the president of the Detroit Pistons.
Grace joins us in studio tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Tell us, how did you feel when you won?
It was like a mix of emotions. I mean, I was so happy. It was great when I found out I won.
A lot of emotions, no doubt. I think we're going to show some video of you competing here. So you got to tell us about the competition and how many free throws you actually made. It's incredible.
Okay.
So that's you doing some shots right there. How many free throws do you think you made over there?
I made 23 out of 25.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
That is wildly impressive.
Yeah.
What was it like there, competing at that level?
It was fun. I met a lot of new other competitors and stuff that I became friends with, and it was tough competition. They were all really good.
How many hours a day do you practice? Is it daily or do you give yourself a break?
I practice every day, Monday through Friday. I do half days at school, and then I go practice.
How do you feel knowing that the last time an Alaskan won this, they went on to play in the NBA?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a big deal. That's
yeah.
a big deal. I wish I could shoot a free throw. You were showing us your form. You have incredible form.
Thank you.
What did it take to get where you are right now? How did you do this?
I just practice and practice. I just shoot and just.
Just shoot.
Yeah.
Just shoot.
I love that. Let's see the form real quick. Could you show it to us?
It's like.
Oh, ooh, smooth.
Yeah.
When did you start playing basketball?
I started in 4th grade.
Oh, wow.
Like beginning of 4th grade.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, when you're standing at the free throw line, you know, and you're all by yourself, there's got to be 100 things going through your head. How do you close out all the noise?
I just focus on me. I don't focus on like what other people are doing like around me. Like I don't keep track of how much they make. I just kind of focus on me and just focus on keeping my rhythm and my shot.
Any advice for anyone who's getting interested in basketball out there?
Just be yourself and just keep shooting. Don't let others tell you how. Just keep shooting. It's
Just keep taking shots.
Yeah.
Love it.
that.
Thank
All right.
you so much.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.